Hello everybody, my name is IceEye, and I'm going to show you a few things about Minecraft that I really enjoy but don't feel like a lot of people really know about. Whether it be features that have been in the game, or tips, tricks, and techniques that are just generally unutilized. So, first off, we're going to go over some few mob tricks. So here we have some dogs. A lot of people don't know that you can actually change the color of your dog's collars by right-clicking on them with a piece of dye. It's incredibly useful if you don't have access to name tags and still want to be able to distinguish which dog is which. I personally like using gray dye to make your dog look more like just a regular old wolf. Next up is Endermen. Endermen, as most players know, can't get to you if you stand underneath a 2-block too high ceiling. However, a lot of people don't know that if you look at the legs of an Enderman, it prevents it from teleporting away as you're hitting it. See? The Enderman will try to teleport away and do some weird glitchy dance, but it doesn't really do it. Next up, another trick with legs. Endermen actually can't aggro on you if you're looking at their legs. They only check to see if you're looking at their torso. If you're not looking at their torso, they don't really feel like you're looking at them at all, which is kind of useful if you don't really want to piss off an Enderman, but you want to get really close to him. See? Now he's mad. It's kind of amazing. A lot of people don't know it, and it keeps them from being able to kill Endermen very easily. Next up is our good old friend, the Enderdragon. You can actually use snowballs to take out the Ender crystals in the end, instead of using arrows, which are extremely hard to aim at times. You can just spam snowballs at the top and make them explode. A lot of people know this and use it, but it's still one of those things that are generally unknown to newer players. Next up, there's actually an extremely easy way to damage the Enderdragon in extreme amounts. Beds explode in other dimensions, as a lot of people know. If you place a block in front of you, and place a bed on the other side, you can actually right-click right as the Enderdragon is passing by and do a whopping amount of damage to him, as you can see here. Wow. You just need to do that a couple times, or 5 or 6 times, and he's completely dead. As you can see here, it does take quite a lot of timing and practice to get very good at this, but it's a lot easier than enchanting a bunch of gear and doing it yourself. Finally, it's really effective. In this next clip, you'll see how it just completely obliterated him. This is only my 5th bed, and dead. It did take a couple deaths. It's completely possible to do this without armor as well. A lot of speedrunners use this technique to beat the Enderdragon in under 9 minutes. It's very amazing. How about another boss trip? This is an easy way to defeat the Wither. Right now I've done it incorrectly. You create a room about this size, not about this size, I've made this way too big. That was the point. So this is going to fail miserably because the room is too large. It's important that the Wither spawns in the middle of the room and that you also have this long tunnel about on the level that he's going to spawn in. You have to keep in mind that he's going to cause an explosion, so you have to build the tunnel a level below the explosion. But it's imperative that he stays in the middle of the room. As you're about to see this instance, he falls. Oh, you also need a block below each arm of the Wither, if you will. So, or he won't generate. So here we go. He spawned. He's off center in the room, and he's going to explode and not do what I need him to. It's important that he aggroes on you. If there's holes on the ground, he's way over there. It's not working because he was off center. And you know, regen potions, iron armor, and pork chops aside, nothing worked. It just ended up killing me because he didn't do what I needed him to, and I wasn't geared enough. The whole point of this is that you can kill him without being geared enough at all, as I'm about to prove. So, I died. Let's try again. Except this time, we've got a room with the correct size, and we got a tunnel in the right place, and we're going to back up and wait for this guy to spawn. And when he finally does, it takes maybe a little bit of finagling, and he gets right on track. Alright, like, he's almost perfectly in the right spot. So, it's important that you make sure that he is a level above. So right now he just happened to work it out perfectly. There we go. Look at this. So now, unless I screw it up for myself, he can't hit me. You slice him with your sword and just back up. That's all you got to do. You just got to make sure you get a long tunnel behind you. And the concept of this is behind the fact that the Wither does not destroy blocks unless you damage him. You damage him, he shoots explosive blocks. But otherwise, he's just shooting these Wither spheres. As you can see, I got a little too close, even though I had plenty of room. Fill in the blocks in the bottom, just make sure he's continuously got a track. As you can see there, I'm not even wearing armor, and I'm about to defeat the Wither with no armor and a diamond sword. You could basically do this with any weapon. If you do it perfectly, you could use a wooden sword. It would just take forever, and you need a really, really long tunnel. So this is one of my favorite ways to fight the Wither, and I don't believe anybody else has done this. If I'm correct, this is one of the things I've discovered for myself in a playthrough, and I'm kind of proud of it. Yay, another star. Woo! Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. If you liked, make sure you tell me. This is an experimental thing. I've got plenty of other tips and tricks I can tell, or just informational things I can say about Minecraft. Um, if you like this series, tell me in the comments, and I'll keep it going. If not, I'm just going to stick to my old stuff, and I might do something like this every once in a while for fun. But other than that, thanks for watching. If you watched all the way through, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.